Greetings, citizens of the internet. I'm Static Buzz, and in this video I'm going to be going over some tips and tricks for the early game of Nioh. So you don't do what I did and try to play this like Dark Souls, because even though it's Dark Souls-like, it is not Dark Souls. It has so much more to it. And the first thing that I want to go over is how to use and get skills, jutsus, and magic jutsus, I guess is what they're calling them. The first thing you need to do to get those is to level up. When you level up, if you look at the description on the bottom, it'll say weapons mainly affected, dual swords, and guns. And each one of these has a different weapon on them until you get down to dexterity, magic, and spirit. All the ones that list a weapon will give you a point towards using or unlocking a skill for weapons. Anything that has a ninjutsu on it, or dexterity, will give you a skill point for unlocking a ninjutsu skill. Magic, same thing. It'll give you a point towards unlocking a magic skill. Spirit, I haven't really figured out how that works yet, because I haven't unlocked the changing the spirits and leveling up the spirit type stuff. So maybe that's later, but for now, we're going to focus on the other. Now, if you look at my screen, on the bottom left there, you see a 4 next to a sword, a 2 next to a ninja star or a shuriken, however you want to call it, and then a 3 next to a scroll. So from left to right, that is weapon skill, ninjutsu skill, and onmyo magic skills. And to use those, you click on the flat part of the touchpad on the right side of it, and you go to this here, learn skills. Use the left button and the right button to go left and right. You can see that I'm using dual swords because I've already unlocked this one. That's why it's unscrolled, because I've unlocked it, and so as well as this one. If you're not sure how the spell works or the skill works, you can hit play movie. It'll show you. And then the ninjutsu skills are down here, and you can see that I've unlocked the Gallnut broth, which is what I'm going to demonstrate. There is a bunch of other things you can unlock here, so you'll have to read them all. This is mainly to show you how to unlock them and how to equip them in a sense. Same with the magic. You see the unscrolled one I've gotten is the reduce enemy attack power, and the other ones down here, the one that I'm going to show you is... where is it? Here it is. Allows you to prepare 3 guardian spirit talismans, using them to conjure forth a guardian spirit. Alright, so now I've already unlocked all these. To unlock them, you just, if you have enough points, it says how many are required underneath on the right there, and you just click it and hit accept, and it goes. To equip the skill though, or the spell, however you want to word it, you go to the shrine. Actually, let me rephrase that. Weapon skills are more like combos or buttons pressed in a certain sequence to make them happen. So you don't have to do anything to equip those. They're automatically equipped. You just got to make sure you know how to use them. But for the ninjutsu skills and the magic, you have to go ready jutsu. And under here, you'll see ninjutsu and onmyo magic. I don't know how to say that, so it's just magic. Now, if you look at the bottom middle of your screen, it says Ninja Capacity 5. That means I can only use one of these because one takes 3 and the other takes 4, and that's 7. I only have 5 points to use. I'm going to demonstrate the Gallnut broth. So you hit the X button to ready the skill, and then you hit the triangle to put it into a ready slot, or a shortcut. The next one I'm going to demonstrate is the Spirit Talisman. So I'm going to hit the X to ready that one, and then I'm going to put it into a shortcut. And there we go. So now those are in my hotbars. Shortcuts. If you don't know how to switch between the two, it's the right trigger. The first one I'm going to demonstrate is going to be the Guardian Spirit. And I'm going to sneak around this guy so he doesn't block it and you see the full effect. about here should be good. So I just hit the little button for it. He goes down, takes some damage. I finish him off. Awesome, awesome. I'm going to do the same thing for this guy. Get close enough where it can be used. Alright, so now I'm going to demonstrate the gallnut potion thingy. What I want you to pay attention here, when I use it, it's going to put poison on my blades, and on the display for your stances, it's going to give you a timer so you know how long the effect will last. So you know when it's about to run out and when you need to worry about switching tactics. So anyways, here we go. There we go. You see it's counting down. I'm going to go and I'm going to attack this guy. Alright, now you see he is taking damage from the poison. And he died from the poison. I still have about half my duration, so I'm going to go down here and use it on this guy. Alright, and that's how that works. So I'm going to run back to the shrine real quick, because I want to show you that each time you go to the shrine, as long as they're readied, you will get all of them back. See, I have 2 and 1, but as soon as I go to the shrine, it goes and it replenishes those. So they are a replenishable skill, but you have to go to the shrine for them. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to go over is skills. I have a couple here I'm going to demonstrate. First one is going to be the quick draw. And pretty much this is just to show you how they work. I'm not really going to go too much into this. And the next one I'm going to show you is this one, which is called, I don't even know what it's called. It doesn't say, well, random slice. Alright, so let's go over the quick draw real quick, and I'll show you some applications for it. I like to sneak. You can see that I like to sneak and get the drop on these guys. Especially when you have skills, you can really just pretty much just end them if you use them properly. Resheath my weapons. If you're not sure how to do that, you actually have, I want to call it a force stance. I know that it's really not. You have your low stance, your middle stance, your high stance, and your sheathed or unsheathed, depending on where the swords are. And the skills don't really, your stance doesn't matter on most skills, other than they may require a stance to activate. The next one I show you does require a skill to or a stance to activate. Alright, so they're just gonna, I'll do one more and then I'll go back to the shrine and I'll I can actually get the other guy if I want, but you guys get the gist of how that works. If you understand skills and you figure out ways of using them, they become very, very useful and can be a lifesaver. And I'm going to show you another example of that, and hopefully I won't mess this up because it's not totally easy to do. And we're going to switch to middle stance so I get this right. I'm going to leave that guy alone so I can show you how this works. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go up and I'm going to pull those 2 guys down to that guy. And I'm going to have 3 guys on me, which is a really bad situation. Come on. Come get some. And I gotta be careful here because I don't want to go too fast because I'll pull them all off of me, and I don't want to do that. I want to make sure I got all 3 so I can show you guys how this works. Alright. Come on. Now. So you might say, why would I want this skill? But I think I just showed you why you would want this skill. It uses a lot of stamina, but if you get in a situation where you got a bunch of guys in front of you, it can get you out of that. So even skills you don't think are useful can be very, very useful. Just be careful if you use this one because it does use a lot of stamina. Alright, so there is that as a tip, I guess. Alright, so the next thing I want to show you, and I'm going to have to go to the shrine one more time to show you guys what I think. I haven't proven this yet, so this is a test. We're going to do this live as a test. Well, not live because it's a recording, but you know what I mean. So to do this, I've got to get hurt. I've got to get hit. So I'm going to let this guy hit me. And then I'm going to jump back, use my healing, let him hit me again. Jump back, use my healing. One more. Come on. One more. Alright, now I'll take care of this guy. Alright. Now what's going to be... What I'm going to show you is that I have 3 Kodamo, whatever these little green dudes are. And I just used all of my healing stuff. I'm going to heal up, and I'm going to get 3 back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use all of my healing potions, or whatever you want to call them again. And then I'm going to go get a 4th Kodamo. Come on, hit me again. And we're going to see if I get 4 this time. Alright, let's go. This is going to be a little bit nerve-wracking without any... You know what? I'm going to do it reverse. I'm going to go kill the guys I need to kill with the healing potions. And then get the Kodamo. And I wish I could remember their dang names. The little cute guys. And once I get to where he's free, I'm gonna... Then I'll use all my potions and I'll come back and get him. And we'll see if I get 4. There's 2 more of these guys over here. Oh, I missed it. Well, I guess that's one way to use a healing potion. Come on, get away from the edge. Alright. Now I need to get hurt. So, where's the guy? There's no guy there. Let's... Maybe just dropping? That'll do it. Alright, one more time. Drop. Alright, 0 healing potions, whatever they're called. And there's a Kodamo over here that I purposely left. We're going to send him back to the shrine. Then we're going to head back ourselves. And if my theory is correct, we will now get 4 healing potions instead of the 3 that we were getting. Survey says 3. I only got 3. It didn't change a thing. Alright, so it throws that theory out the window. So I wanted to also give you one more tip before I let you go, and that is to not avoid using heart. Even if you're not using swords or bows, which you should be using bows and guns because they're awesome. I guess I could show you that as well. Nah, you guys seen plenty of that. But the reason why you don't want to neglect heart is because it gives you your ki, and ki is what is used for all your skills. It's like your stamina bar from Dark Souls. If you don't build this up, you won't have stamina later on in the game when you need it. So that is it for my tips and tricks and guide and whatever you want to call this video. Oh wait, I did have one other thing to share, and that is to get used to using key pulls. You can really dominate these enemies with if you have key pulls. It almost makes it, if you're good at using key pulls, it almost makes it unfair. So, part of the trick is you want to, when that blue shiny stuff appears around you, that's when you want to hit it. You can, if you're not very good at it, just mash it before it gets there, and when it gets there you'll still get some, but it's not as accurate as, or not accurate, as you don't get as much as if you time it right, I don't believe. And that's just a guess, but it seems like once you're down low on ki and you use it incorrectly, you don't get as much back as you normally would. So anyways, that is it for my tips and tricks videos, and basically it's how to use skills and talismans and magic and all that, and how all that works. So I hope you guys found it useful. Remember, this is not Dark Souls, it's Nioh, or however you pronounce it, and it's awesome so far. Work your way into the systems and figure out how everything works and see how you can do some cool stuff, and then you'll be showing me how things work, and that'll be even more awesome. So as usual, until next video, take care, bye bye now, Static Buzz out. Sometimes I just ramble. What is that about? I don't know. I love doing this, sneaking up and quick draw on these guys. So much fun. It's so unfair.